The World Cup is the ultimate festival of football. The best of the best going head to head in the tournament the whole planet is watching. It goes without saying that nobody wants to miss out. With the tournament expanding to 48 teams from 2026, more and more players will be able to go to the biggest party on earth. But for now, there are still some massive names who will be staying at home. Here are Copa 90's first 11 of players who won't be going to Russia 18. Gigi Buffon. With another of the planet's best keepers not going to Russia, it's beginning to look like we could actually get a World Cup with lots and lots of goals this time round. The veteran Italian will be retiring at the end of the season unless Juventus win the Champions League. And even if they do, we've now seen the last of the great man on the biggest stage of all. There's something in my eye. Antonio Valencia. The Manchester United right back has become one of the best in the world, but couldn't help Ecuador make it through the notoriously difficult CONMEBOL qualifiers. South America was truly the place to be over recent international breaks, and the Tricolour were one of many teams still in with a shout of making it to Russia right up until the last game. Valencia will be 36 by the time Qatar comes around, so we might have seen the last of him at World Cups. Virgil van Dijk. Dutch football is in a sorry state at the moment. They reached the World Cup final in 2010, but have fallen by the wayside since then, and this will be the second major tournament in a row without the Netherlands and their sea of orange-clad supporters. It's just as well Virgil van Dijk has got back into the Southampton team recently, because for a while it looked like he was never going to play football ever again. Emerick. Morocco's win over Ivory Coast in their do-or-die qualifier in Abidjan means that Les Elephants will be missing from Russia after making it to the previous 3 World Cups. Emerick has been a standout performer since signing for Manchester United, but missed out on the crucial match against Morocco through suspension. Now he'll have to wait at least another 4 years before representing his country on the world stage. At left back is David Alaba. Just how badly Austria underperformed was perhaps one of the more surprising elements of the European qualification process. Their group was a tough one, with Serbia, Ireland and Wales all involved, but Alaba and co would have hoped to do better than coming fourth, only finishing above Georgia and Moldova. At 25, there's still time for Alaba. Meanwhile, Austria's 20-year wait for a World Cup appearance goes on. Marek Hamsik. Kicking things off in midfield is Marek Hamsik. Slovakia were the one second-place European team not to make it through to a playoff match, having only picked up 18 points, the lowest of any second-place side. Not bad news for Napoli though. Hamsik is closing in on Diego Maradona's goal-scoring record and can now leave absolutely nothing in the tank as he battles to bring the Scudetto home to Naples for the first time since 1990. Naby Keita. The man every Liverpool fan had never seen play, but nevertheless vehemently demanding the signing of Naby Keita, will be spending the summer resting up ahead of his move to Liverpool. The Guinea captain couldn't help his country to a first ever World Cup finals, which is a shame as we will now have to wait until his Premier League debut before he's labelled a massive fraud. Christian Pulisic. Despite having a population and footballing infrastructure that dwarfs those of their opposition in the CONCACAF qualifiers, the US somehow conspired not to make it to Russia 2018. That means that we won't get to see Dortmund's young winger Christian Pulisic on the world stage just yet, although at just 19 years of age, his time will surely come. Alexis Sanchez. Our front three could do some serious damage, and this really is a great story. Alexis Sanchez Chile ended up being dumped out of the CONMEBOL qualifiers after an error from Arsenal teammate David Ospina. The goalkeeper got a hand to Paulo Guerrero's indirect free kick, meaning his shot at goal counted when it wouldn't have if he'd just let it go in. That must have been an awkward one at training on Monday. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The premier pace merchant centre-forward we have on this place we call Earth is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Unfortunately for him, in terms of potential international glory, he's from a particular area of Earth we call Gabon. Let's just say we don't have a huge amount of players on a similar level as a Dortmund forward. The Westfalenstadion hierarchy are presumably delighted he's staying at home, resting up and well out of the shop window. Aubameyang himself, probably less so. Gareth Bale. Wales encapsulated the spirit of Euro 2012 with a stunning run to the semi-finals, so the belief was strong that they could make it to only their second ever World Cup and first since 1958. But the Red Dragons and their talismanic golden boy Gareth Bale failed to capitalise on their post-Euros momentum and lost out to Serbia and the Republic of Ireland, despite getting a handy 17 points from 10 games. That was Copa 90's players not going to the World Cup 11. How far do you think this team could go? Is there anyone you'd have ahead of our players? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Copa 90.